Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us at this most special time of the year. Brian Anderson here, joined by Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? Take a look at the visitors here. Here around the midway point, they've proven to be a top 3 team in their conference. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Emmanuel Quickly, Paul George out there with Harrison Barnes. Then there's Colin Sexton, and it's Chamberlain in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Thunder, Wallace and Williams run the wings. Holmgren is out there with Williams, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point guard. All right, Tim, when you look around the league and you see teams overachieving, what's behind that typically?
Yeah, Brian, typically when you see something like that, it's because a couple of role players have gotten off to a really hot start. The question is, can those guys sustain that over the long term? If that's the case, then that team could take a leap forward.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Quickly. Pass to Chamberlain. Now Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Well, he saw the opportunity and he went for it. I love his competitiveness.
Now here's SGA. In the game against Miami, very impressive. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game. Williams passes to SGA. Some room here for Williams. Shot's good. SGA making the play.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
Well, it's forcing them to guard at all 3 levels.
Here's Chamberlain. Last time, 45 points for him. Barnes finds Quickly. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Sexton. Here's Chamberlain. Holmgren with the block.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Chamberlain. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Sinks it from distance.
You have to admire Sexton's confidence. Fantastic initiative in understanding when to shoot off the catch.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. Launches a 3, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Here's George. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Yeah, muscling his way for the bucket. George doing what he does best.
Well, Legs, the last few years, big men have been owning the MVP discussion. Now, enter SGA.
Yeah, and BA, this is the scariest part. SGA has room to grow. The guy is still in his mid-20s and is arguably the best player in the game.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mark Dagnall and I were able to chat. We talked about Paul George and what his game plan was for keeping him in check. He said it's never going to be easy with him, but I told our guys I want constant communication. Talk when screens are coming, switch when we need to. We need to be highly active guarding him. Let's see how effective they are against him tonight. Back over to you, Brian.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
Well, that's just skill by SGA. He is so good at reading defenses and understanding when he has an opportunity.
Here's Chamberlain. Pass to Barnes. To the paint. Chamberlain gets the bucket.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Second team foul.
Holmgren with it. Last game we saw him with 32 points. That one goes. Count it.
It's so difficult to defend Holmgren inside. For such a young player, his body control and awareness are off the charts.
Now here's Quickly. In his last outing, 10 points for him. And there's the whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. The visitors with the ball. Here's George. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. In a lot of ways, Paul George has been the prototype of the modern swingman, Grant.
Yeah, 6'8", and with his versatile skill set, plug and play on any team. But health has been a challenge as of late. Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level?
And at his peak, Paul George averaged 7 free throw attempts per game. Tim, that number's seen a precipitous decline.
Well, in particular, the last few seasons, and I think with his injury concerns, B.A., you understand him being less inclined to hunt contact.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander, currently scoring almost 32 a game. So valuable on offense.
And forget the analytics. I'll take SGA from mid-range any day of the week.
Quickly with the ball. SGA covering. Quickly outside over Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Chamberlain, and he goes in for the dunk.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out, just going right for the slam.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
Quickly passes to Sexton. Pass to Barnes. Here's Chamberlain, and there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time. Chamberlain's got 8. Thunder trail by 4. On the wing, Wallace. Kicks it out to Holmgren. Williams from long range. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got 4 rebounds in the game. Barnes, and the layup is good. Barnes has gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
The 3 from Holmgren. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. SGA's got his 3rd assist of the night. Quickly drives in. Basket's good.
Great move by Quickly right there.
The Thunder have gotten 7 of their 10 shots to fall. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. The teardrop, and it's good on the layup. Give him 8.
For an offensive machine like Gilgeous-Alexander, it's important to incorporate the floater in your arsenal.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
For the Thunder, Wiggins, he's checked in for Williams, and it's Alex Caruso in for Wallace. George against Williams. George passes to Chamberlain, and here's Sexton. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Chamberlain. Rejected by Holmgren.
That is just great rim protection by Holmgren.
Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Lee comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Caldwell Pope. 9 points in his last outing.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Caruso. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
Here's Lee. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. And the shot's good by Wiggins.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Here's Chamberlain, and count it. Now 5 for 7.
He got right into the flow of this game, hitting 5 of his first 7 shots.
Conley against Caruso. Pass to Lee. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Here's Holmgren. Back to Caruso. 4 on the clock. And Holmgren with the basket on the assist by Caruso. Holmgren's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, it's hard to match up on a guy like Holmgren inside with all that length.
That's tipped. Here's Chamberlain. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Hey, he's been efficient and effective. He's already hit 6 buckets out of 8 looks.
Pass to Lee. Wiggins outside. Holmgren with a screen on Prince. Wiggins from long range. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got 5 rebounds tonight. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
No good on that one. You know, Tim, when it comes to deflections and steals, who's better than the Thunder?
The answer, nobody. They pressure the ball, they run swarms of defenders at you, and they have a way of overwhelming and exhausting their opponents.
Topic is checked in for Chet Holmgren. Here's Lee. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Wiggins. Now Williams. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Thunder lead by 1.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Here's Chamberlain. Williams defending. For 3, Caldwell Pope nails it from 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Caruso against Prince. Caruso, pass to Wiggins. Topic for 3. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Out to the wing. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Up again. Oh! Wow! And he dunks it down.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Pass to Topic. Up and over Conley. Chamberlain pulls it in. Gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Now Caldwell Pope. There's 48 seconds left now in the first quarter. Prince, the pass to Middleton. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Here's Topic. No points so far. Can they get it? And Kentavious Caldwell-Pope picks up the foul.
Man, both teams playing really good right now.
Oklahoma City
shooting over 60% each. Nobody can stop anybody right now.
Here's Caruso. Taking a look at his production. Averaging just over 8 points a game. For 3, Williams, that's good.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. Love seeing these type of results.
Conley passes to Middleton. Here's Chamberlain. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Here's Prince. Count it.
The assist, Kentavious Caldwell Pope.
Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. Leading by 5. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
It was pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Well, it is tough to lose when you get that many more chances to score.
We've got Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Chris Middleton is out there with Taurean Prince. Then there's Mike Conley, and it's Huff in at the 5, down low. Now here's Conley. No made baskets yet. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot, so he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Aaron Wiggins.
The defense tries to stop Conley with the foul, but he shows great poise and manages to get it off.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one, and he makes a first. There are some big-time players in this league, but who do you think the most clutch players have been over the past decade, Legs?
When you look at these resumes, I think you go with the big three: LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant. But of course, Giannis dropping 50 in a finals performance wasn't bad either.
And I'll throw in the Joker in there as well.
Love it.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Inside, here's Williams, and Williams punches it home.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising, in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
Here's Huff. Clock at 6. Middleton outside. The three is up. Williams grabs the board. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. They trail by 3, and let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, the Thunder are trying to be efficient scoring. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, ultimately, it just comes down to taking what the defense gives you and trusting your teammates. You need them to win at a high level. That's clear as day, and I want to win at a high level, so I have no option. BA, back to you.
Sharing the rock. Allie, appreciate the report. Now here's Caruso. Lee, the pass to Wiggins. Here's Williams. He's off on the layup. Shooting really well in this matchup. 62% from the floor.
Oh, man, hard foul.
Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma, man. Man, that's the second or third hard foul I've seen from Oklahoma in this game. They ain't playing tonight, man.
And the Minnesota Timberwolves.
They need this game, too. They're 16-16 on the season.
Could easily go either way.
But right now, Team Chamberlain, man, they're involved in this 7-way battle for the #1 record in the NBA. It's like 7 teams across the NBA are battling for the #1 record right now. That's how tight it is. So every game is a must-win game in this legend season.
They're doing their job at the line.
Because nobody wants to fall down to those lower seeds and be on the road with no home court advantage.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. Legs, you look at Jalen Williams coming out of college. Early doubts about his athletic ceiling proving unfounded.
No question about it. There were limitations placed on him as an athlete because he's got a fairly unique build if you think about it. Really long arms and barrel-chested, but his agility really opening eyes.
Well, and you can never underestimate the heart, and he plays with a lot of it.
Absolutely.
Here's Barnes. No good, off the front rim.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
Williams passes to Christopher. Three-pointer. Barnes with the rebound. Gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Caldwell Pope finds Barnes. Here's Huff. Back to Barnes. From deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Barnes has got 7.
Love to see that.
That's the one thing I like. That is the one thing I like about the modern era. These guys can shoot that 3, man. It's amazing. These guys step out there 33 feet from the basket and just, man, let the things go. Hey, Harrison Barnes is like about a good 33 feet from the basket. Didn't even matter.
Win those tough battles inside.
Conley passes Prince. No good from outside.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
The kick out to Williams. Williams can't get that one to fall.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
It's Christopher on the wing. Off the mark there with a 3. Gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Outside Conley. Pass to Huff. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Well, you want those shots anytime you can get them. High percentage at the rim.
Williams, a screen on Prince. Tries a 10-footer. No good off the back of the rim.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
Caruso against Conley. Pass to Prince. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So for Oklahoma City, Holmgren comes in for Williams. And SGA subbed in for Christopher. Caruso, the pass to Williams. Back to Caruso. Now Holmgren. 3-pointer. Oh, and a great assist by SGA. That one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists in the game. Now here's Quickly. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Rejected by Holmgren.
Well, that is the long arm of the law right there. Holmgren, an exceptional rim protector.
He drops it from range. Caruso's got 5.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Quickly with the ball. Now guarded by Holmgren. And the foul called on Emmanuel Quickly. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Wallace comes in for Caruso. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Yeah, he found some room there along the baseline. Space at the rim, goes right up and puts it in without resistance.
SGA against Quickly. George for 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Quickly with a rebound. Gone 1 of 4 from 3-point land here in the second. Barnes, that's good. For the day, he's 4 for 6.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
SGA passes to Williams. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. Back to Williams. The 3. Deflected. And they turn it over.
Man, Wilt Chamberlain with that lengthy closing speed, man.
Caruso. He's checking for Jalen Williams. Gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Quickly against Gilgeous-Alexander. Right side Barnes. Plenty of room to knock down that one. Barnes has got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, he's done everything you want offensively. Great shot selection, and he is a big reason why they have the lead.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. From the high post, he drills it.
That's great footwork and great ball control. It feels like Shea can go wherever he wants on the court.
George outside. Outside Barnes. To the inside. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
They were so consistent from the 3-point range in that one. And that's a nice weapon to have as a visiting team.
Well, if you shoot the ball at 40% or better from the 3-point line, you are going to win most games no matter where you play.
Rejected by Holmgren. Here's Wallace. Got a hand on it. Here's Chamberlain. And that one is hammered home. Oh,
man. Wow, y'all seeing this. This is amazing. They are balling out here.
Now here's Williams. 5 points in the game. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Holmgren, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Holmgren. Let's go with a 3. 4-3, Holmgren.
Well, that's 1 in the first, and now here's his second in this quarter. The defense might want to run him off that line.
Quickly passes to Sexton. To the left side wing. Here's Chamberlain. Williams defending. Oh, misses the dunk. Wallace outside. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Now Quickly defending. The 3. SGA knocks down a three.
Well, it's been SGA's night, whether it's in the half court or out in transition.
Quickly passes to George. Lets it go from deep. Chamberlain. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It goes on Jalen Williams.
Nice.
Now remember,
at the rack and
Team Chamberlain was in a battle just the other night against Philadelphia, so it might be some fatigue in this game, man.
great job facilitating so far. So
Absolute barn burner against Philadelphia just the other night. So they're flying home from Philadelphia over to OKC with no rest. So it might play a toll.
Their shooters have been on point there.
He's off on the first. Well, Grant, when you watch an NBA game today, do you wish you played in this era?
Oh, no doubt. It's a lot more open, and there's a greater emphasis on skill and player health. Oh, and by the way, those checks aren't too bad either.
Middleton has checked in for Barnes. And no good on the second free throw, so 0 for 2 there. Tim, watching Chet Holmgren, he brings a lot to the table.
Well, absolutely, Brian. He's got a wingspan of 7.5 feet, but still has touch from deep. It's really something to marvel at. Chet is redefining what a stretch big can be in the NBA. You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standards, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
The putback. Here's Chamberlain. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, in a game this close, that is a huge play.
Just showing some tremendous authority controlling the boards. Love it.
He just wants the ball more than anybody else on the floor, and it's ending up in his hands as a result.
Wallace, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Wallace from behind the arc. Paul George pulls it in. Gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3.
And that is his third foul of the half.
Oh my God, Chamberlain! If he had been on time with that, man. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let me see that. I know he missed that, but man. I wish they would get rid of that stupid dunk meter and just let it be based on the player's ability. Like, God, I hate that. So it just ruins the game. It shouldn't come down to a dunk meter. It should come down to his ability to dunk. I mean, that's a dunk he should make. I mean, Caruso ain't stopping that, man. That is, oh my gosh. He dunked on almost 3 freaking Oklahoma City team. Oh my God. Oh my goodness.
Thunder foul. Gilgeous-Alexander. Third personal foul.
And the first one at the line is good. Oklahoma City making a switch here. Wiggins is checked in. Good on both. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander with the hammer.
Oh, man, and the defense now sees SGA taking flight. It's just too much.
And the baseline jumper goes down. Sexton's got 5 points.
Oh, explosive crossover. How's that for a move?
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Wallace. Oh, and a great assist by SGA. That one goes in. SGA's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Kicks it to George. Sexton looking around. Puts up a deep 3. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Thunder out in front. They're up by 4. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm here with Mark Dagnall. Coach, how are you?
Thank you, Allie. Good. Stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
You know, I love what they're doing, being patient on offense, getting high percentage looks, keep feeding the beast.
Yeah, some of it's approach, but a lot of it is they have great interior scorers.
And next, a look at some. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Just standard broadcast. Chulo. Just standard broadcast, man.
Second half of basketball.
If you have any questions, feel free to ask. But I like to go ahead and direct you to my channel with all my playlists that have descriptions on them that let you know what's going on in this Legend season. And yeah, we got a good one here with Wilt Chamberlain taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder, man. It's a battle. Sit back and enjoy, brother. Big game tonight because it's a 7-way battle for the #1 record in the NBA right now.
Here's
So this is a huge, huge game.
SGA and Wallace with the backcourt. Two Jalen Williams out there for him. Jalen with an E at the 3 and Jalen with an I at the 5. And it's Holmgren in at the power forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
Now, if I don't talk much, please excuse me because I have to concentrate because these games are just so intense, man. I got to run these plays right, make everything come out right. We got something here for George.
Passes to George.
Nothing there. They closed down, but Wilt on the rebound. Oh, my God.
And he makes no mistake.
Oh my God. Cholo, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Oh, my God, what a dunk. Oh, my God.
Free throw, no good. Thunder leading by 5. It's Williams, high post, working on Barnes. Williams, a screen on Sexton. Wallace misses. Shooting has been good, 54% on this one. Outside Sexton. Down low. Kicks it to George. Beyond the arc. Fires in the triple.
Now they're guarding Wilt Chamberlain without Chet Holmgren. They're letting Chet Holmgren be the help defender on Wilt, which is somewhat smart, but you have to double team with these guys open for threes. So we'll see what happens, but SGA is just having a party in the paint right now. Man, we cannot guard him on that cut.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Here comes Paul George. Let's go pick and roll here with Holmgren. And we're going to fade Barnes, see if he goes forward. He does. He stayed home on him. Good man.
5 to shoot. Barnes passes.
Wilt, cut to the basket. Cut to the basket, Wilt.
To the inside. Here's Chamberlain.
Got it. Woo-hoo!
Before the shot clock.
Oh, my God.
Chamberlain's got 4 points this quarter. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. 2-point game. Williams misses.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
Sexton passes to Chamberlain. And Williams over to help. Here's Barnes. Oh,
you see, guys, by them not guarding Chamberlain with size, they're having the double team from oblong angles. But it does create mismatches and transitions, and we're getting easy buckets there. So got some highlights out here, but it's really tactical what's going on out here.
Here's Sexton.
It's like Transformers. Gordon meets the eye.
Back to quickly. Out to the right wing. And Williams over to help. George for 3. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 4 rebounds in the game. Wallace, the pass to Holmgren. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Williams from long range. Shot's good. SGA making the play.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Pass to Chamberlain. Wallace with a double team. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And
they are just swarming Chamberlain in the paint, man.
Who poked away. Shot clock at 6. Outside Sexton. Here's Chamberlain. Williams defending. Shot on the wing. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
I thought Wilt was going to go all the way with that. Step back, guess that pass, otherwise it would have been stolen.
Pass to Williams. The three is up. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
Let's go a timeout here.
Offense. Holmgren not hesitating to make the feed as soon as he sees the open man.
And the visitors.
Guys, stay home on the shooters.
And after an outstanding month of games, he's earned this honor, your Eastern Conference Player of the Month.
And you could not find a more deserving guy for this award. His ability to be whatever his team needs on both ends of the floor is an essential part of their success.
The referees just ain't letting him have. That was a perfectly executed play. They call a moving screen. He wasn't moving. I want to challenge, but I want to bring a timeout. It might need it later.
You really can't find a
That's horrible call by the refs.
His greatness is the cumulative effect of all the things that he does. Basketball is a complex game. You can't be good at just one thing and be a great player, but he is good at everything. Guys?
An all-purpose player. Thank you, Alec.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Quickly, outside. Pass to Sexton. George against Williams. Barnes a screen. Sexton passes to Barnes. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Now Wallace. Back to Williams. Misses the three.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Pass to Wallace. Quickly with the ball. Watch by Wallace. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
That's just great speed and transition. Quickly is really assertive and elusive.
Now OKC wants to talk it over.
So Mark Daigneault will call it.
Now they want to talk about it.
Seen something he needs to review with his guys. Caldwell Pope's checked in for Sexton. As always,
You might see Wilt play the whole game, guys. I might have to put him in the whole game for this one.
And so far, they own the ninth.
If there's one player who can do it, it's definitely him.
Not where they'd like to
Play the whole season.
Right now for the Thunder, looking back at how strong they finished last season, it's tough to believe they're just an average team at this point of the year.
Yeah, I agree. I expected more from them. They have a lot of qualities of a good team, but they just haven't evolved the way we were all hoping.
Here's quickly the Thunder making their last shot. Chamberlain passes to Caldwell Pope. Here's Chamberlain. Williams defending. Off with the layup. Now Wallace. He's got 5. Takes a 3. Chamberlain pulls it in. Gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. Well, a chance to check out.
Oh, George's got to step up here, man. Remember, he was drafted to be the 85 overall designated player for this team. If you guys aren't sure what those rules mean, check the playlist for that. But George's got to step up here.
Maybe he can get his legs back under him today.
Now here's George. He's got 7. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Tim, growing up in the DC,
Because they're collapsing on Chamberlain.
Did you fall in love with
And the OKC defense is really good. They got these long defenders. It's kind of hard to see where the passing angle is initially because they're coming from strange angles.
Championship in Washington, but Larry Bird coming into the league in 1980 really changed everything for me. That's when I truly fell in love with the sport, emulating a guy like that.
Greatest player from the DMV.
Oh, I guess I'd have to say Kevin Durant, certainly.
And Tim Legler.
Even better answer. What you love from Paul George, offensively, he's so consistent. He understands how to get the shot that he wants, and he will flat out give you the points you need every night.
And Gilgeous Alexander missing. George with it. Guarded now by Williams. George's shot is off.
Defense did just enough.
Oh, George, you got to finish that strong, kid. Come on now.
Well, that's just a mistake on defense. No one got a body on him.
Now here's SGA. 19 points in the game. Holmgren with a screen on George. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Williams has got 10 points here in the second half. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. Pass to Chamberlain. Now here's George. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Well, his poor shooting hasn't helped them much, but you can't point the finger solely at him for why they're behind.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The crossover. SGA using that size.
You're making it look easy. Gilgeous-Alexander is so skilled. The ball on a string. And we see him do this time and time again.
And yep, it's good.
And the shot selection has been great, but the volume isn't where it needs to be.
And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
And something else I've liked has been their ball movement. Always finding the open guy with a better look. That is team basketball.
Here's what Oklahoma City's going with right now. Williams is checked in for Williams. Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. Caruso, he's checked in for Williams.
Wilt Chamberlain.
It's Lee in for
Closing speed.
Just 3 to shoot. Williams finds Wiggins from deep three-point range.
Incredible defense from Middleton. I mean, maintaining good pressure on the shooter without fouling.
Conley passes to Caldwell Pope. Here's Chamberlain. He's got 27. Second shot opportunity. No luck on that one. Here's Lee. Pass to Wiggins. And stolen by Middleton. That shot missing. Excellent D there from Wiggins. Oklahoma City leading by 9. A huge part of the Milwaukee Bucks 2021 championship run. Chris Middleton.
Yeah, he averaged 24 points a game during those playoffs, BA. And his injury the following year was a big reason the Bucks didn't repeat. Middleton, at his all-star peak, was something special.
Here's Chamberlain. After the basket by Oklahoma City. 6 to shoot. Conley against Caruso. Here's Chamberlain. Left side, Caldwell Pope. And again with the rebound. And he hauls in his 20th rebound.
Oh, just dominating the glass. Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 22. Caruso, right side. And the three-pointer goes. Caruso's got 8.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Here's Conley. The 3 from Prince. Connects from downtown. He's got 9.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Now here's Caruso. Give him 8. There's a screen by Wiggins. Back to SGA. Wiggins with a screen on Caldwell Pope. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Can't get it to go. 10 for 13 on the game.
So far, he hasn't done a lot of damage from 3. Only had that 1 in the first half.
Thunder leading by 9. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. From the arc, and they'll get another chance. Second chance effort. Rebound by Middleton. The 3 from Prince. And that's not going to go. So it's Oklahoma City with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assistant. To the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah,
Gonna put Wilt 9 power forward now.
Great job moving the ball with purpose.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Prince is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Then there's Mike Conley. And it's Huff in at the 5 spot. Now here's Conley. Shoots over Caruso. The shot by Conley. No good. Pass to Lee. Fast break. Here we go. It's blocked. Now Caruso. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Thunder lead by 11.
And that is a high-quality shot. You will take it every time from that close.
And the visitors call time here. Let's go down to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over that break I was able to catch the message that the visiting team coach was giving to his team, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Fires the 3. The Thunder with the rebound. And following this one, they hit the road to challenge the Warriors at Chase Center in San Francisco. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Here's Conley. Following the bucket by Oklahoma City. Chamberlain passes to Conley. Outside, Caldwell-Pope. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Chamberlain. Williams grabs the board.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Well, that is the shot he should be looking for. He's just got to hope for better luck next time.
From outside the arc, Chamberlain pulls it in. Got none of their shots to go in this final quarter. 0 for 4. Pass to Conley. Here's Chamberlain. Poked loose and stolen by Caruso. Williams on the wing. Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Wiggins passes to Caruso. Shot clock at 5. Fires for 3. Misfires there. 4 for 6 in the game now. Here's Caldwell-Pope. Pass to Chamberlain. Here's Prince. And stolen by Williams. Here's Lee. With the teardrop. Chamberlain pulls it in. And the visitors call time here. Alexander's checked in for Oklahoma City. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. For 3, George knocks it down from distance.
And he was non-existent from 3 in the first half. Now he's changing the narrative.
Caruso outside. SGA passes to Williams. Oh, swiped away. Here's Chamberlain. Williams defending. Caldwell Pope's shot is off. And Williams has got the ball here for the Thunder. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Back to Wiggins. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. First free throw is good. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Williams. Hits both from the stripe.
They're finding a rhythm from the line as they try to cut into this deficit.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Holmgren with a screen on Caldwell Pope. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Outside, Williams. Outside, Caldwell Pope. It's stolen by SGA. Jacks up a 3. Chamberlain pulls it in. Got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal. Caldwell Pope, the pass to Williams. Conley with the ball. Back to Williams. Clock at 4. To the paint. Here's George. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. 14 points for Paul George.
He is coming alive here in the second half. That's a nice shot there, and now he is rolling.
Caruso outside. Williams looking around to stop the drought. That one doesn't drop.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Outside Conley. Caldwell Pope finds Williams. Williams on the wing. Pass to Chamberlain. Over Holmgren. Chamberlain, no good.
Yeah, no reason to fade away there.
Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Now Holmgren. There's the 3. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
And this is why so many are high on Holmgren. His ability to dominate games with his scoring.
Inside. Chamberlain gets the bucket. Chamberlain's got 31 points.
Well, as a team, they've been coming up short, but his pure scoring mentality as an individual has been unshakable.
And the foul called on Paul George. That's foul number 2 for him. So for Oklahoma City, Williams is checked in for Wiggins, and it's Wallace in for Caruso. To the right side. Holmgren, the pass to SGA. Six on the shot clock. Impressive finish by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And that's what leadership looks like. SGA showing you he's made for the moment.
Sexton passes to Chamberlain. To the middle. Here's Barnes. Holmgren with the block. Wallace, left side. Up top, Holmgren. Down low. Here's Williams. Sexton grabs the board.
You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
Driving to the basket. Uses the glass on the layup. That's 7 points for Colin Sexton.
The nimbleness of Sexton on the drive makes him tough to stop. He can just squeeze right past you.
Pass to SGA. Takes the 3. It doesn't go for him. Gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Here's Chamberlain. Oh, powered down with both hands.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with the high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get off the floor before the defense can set themselves.
He's only 1 for 4 here in the fourth, but maybe that bucket will ignite his offense.
To the inside. Kicks it to Quickly. The 3 ball. Here's Sexton. Quickly outside. Pass to Chamberlain. Outside Barnes. To the paint. Oh, got a piece of it. Here's Williams. Got a piece of it.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Sexton passes to Chamberlain. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Trying to contest size is probably wishful thinking.
Outside, Williams. Barnes against Holmgren. Williams with the screen. And it's Holmgren missing. Gone just 6 of 14 in this final quarter. SGA comes with a double team. He got it.
When we talk about wings in the NBA, George is as good as anyone passing the rock.
Wallace outside. Now SGA. Here's the pass to Williams. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Can't get the 3.
Well, his three-pointer just hasn't been there in the second half.
Now here's Sexton. Quickly! Ooh, he can't tie it up. That one's no good. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Now pass to Williams. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, that'll give them something to think about.
Robert Williams checked in for Barnes. Now here's Holmgren. Now Williams. Shoots it. And no one in the vicinity.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Outside Sexton. He launches. Cash from downtown.
Well, controlling your heart rate in big moments like this is something that coaches talk about, and this guy can do it.
SGA fires. Outside Williams. Oh, he jammed it.
And great awareness. Holmgren's so good at reading the movement of his teammates, a very heady passer for a big man.
Now George. And he slams it down.
He turns the offensive board into a big slam.
Wow, he was so well positioned there. Credit his anticipation. Now here's SGA. Jacks up a 3. Nope.
He's trying to force his way into a rhythm, but that's not helping the team.
Now pass to Williams. And stolen by Williams. Oh, no good on the layup. On the wing, Sexton. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth. Now George. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid.
Down the clutch free throw.
In a close contest, you have to put the ball in the hands of someone who will find a way.
I hope you guys are enjoying this game. Oh my God, I had to cut. 32 seconds to go. Nothing over 1 point game. It's a barn burner. By the way, for people who don't know, you're new to the channel, on any of my games or videos, if you see a fire emoji on it, it means the game was an absolute classic. Obviously, this game will have a fire emoji on it. And if you see a star and a camcorder, it means it was a great performance by individual or team. And if you see both, obviously, it means both. This game definitely will have a fire emoji on it.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Well, after a great
Are you kidding? They stopped SGA. They stopped him. They stopped him. Paul George. The length, the size. But he's got to knock him down.
The first, and that'll put him
halfway there in the teeth of a hostile crowd, bearing down on him.
And so both free throws good, and it's a three-point game.
And Team Chamberlain takes a three-point lead after being down by 15.
These moments, well executed.
And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick two and then foul.
You're definitely going to have to get a three here and then count on them to miss free throws.
Here's SGA. Oh, and just miss after miss right now. And now they foul.
Oh, my God. What a game by Team Chamberlain. The all-important game that they need to stay up in the 7-team race for the #1 record in the NBA, certainly in the Eastern Conference. We'll cover all that in the post-game show. If Paul George can hit this might be over. But it was this defensive lineup of Team Chamberlain that really turned it around.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And they got the stops they needed, and Wilt Chamberlain on the rebounds was just inhuman. An inhuman performance by Chamberlain on the rebounds tonight to keep his team alive.
Second one is good, getting both.
And that might do it.
It's a 5-point game.
Taking care of business at the line, leaving this one out of reach.
Oh, it's off!
And Team Chamberlain coming off a back-to-back in Philadelphia, flies down to OKC, gets down by 15 and comes back in the fourth. Oh, what a ball game.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill.
Stay tuned for the post-game show.
As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.
Oh, man, for those that are new, I saw I got a new subscriber day. Thanks for coming, man. You came in. It's not always like this, but when it is, man, it is fun to watch. Okay, let's take a look at the stats here, guys. OKC absolutely beyond. Man, look at that three-point shooting, which is absolutely beyond. But Team Chamberlain, because of the aggressive style, getting to that free throw line to help compensate their poor shooting from the three-point line, where they could not match OKC. The fast break points weren't really an issue, but they were able to beat OKC in that, even though OKC is a better running team, you would imagine. That the points in the paint really kept them alive, 70-46. And the second chance points, that'll kill you every time, baby. 18 second chance points. All those times that they got stops. What second chance points means, those are stops that you got, but you couldn't get the ball back. Think about it. If they had gotten the rebound, those 18 points wouldn't be there. OKC would have won this game running away, guys. They'd have won this game running away. It wouldn't even been close. But they couldn't keep off the offensive glass with 20 offensive rebounds going to Tim Chamberlain, with OKC only having 4. 9 steals from the OKC Thunder. They had a great defense, but Chamberlain was just not having it inside with 7 blocks, as he was the main culprit of that. And they were down by 13. They were down 13 points. Let's take a look here at the splits. The first quarter, absolute battle in the first quarter. Both teams shooting the lights out, 62% and 68% respectively for both teams. Second quarter, OKC took a hold as they shut down the Chamberlain offense, kept him outside, got the turnovers that they needed, kept them from hitting the three-point shot off the double teams, and really took hold. In the third quarter, more of the same. More struggling from Chamberlain's offense, and OKC hitting a three-point shot. But it would be in the fourth quarter when the defensive unit from Team Chamberlain came in and held OKC to 15 points to set up that comeback in the fourth quarter that you guys just watched. Amazing. Amazing. And it was just, man, like I said, it's more than meets the eye. You can talk about players all you want to, but it's how you utilize the players at the right time that matters the most. And we take a look here at OKC's numbers here. Shake Alexander, 24 points for the man, 14 assists, had a good game. However, he did not shoot well from downtown, 1 for 7. Jalen Williams absolutely lighting up from downtown, goes 3 for 4. Chad Holmgren, wow, look at that, 5 for 8 from downtown. Jalen Williams, 3 for 10. Caruso, 2 for 3. Man, they had guys shooting all over the place, man. They're just knocking down threes everywhere, which way you could get them. But they couldn't get the job done inside. Look at the rebounding differential, though. They didn't have not one rebounder over 10 because Chamberlain, by the way, who was averaging 30-something rebounds in the season, comes up big again. And Chamberlain, look at the stats, 39 points, 34 rebounds, 10 assists. I don't know how he got 10 assists with them shooting so poorly. You know what I mean? They weren't even shooting that great out the double teams. They were getting so many turnovers. OKC's defense was rotating very well. I don't know how he got 10 assists out of this. And he had 7 blocks and a steal. 4 turnovers, though, because they were doing a good job on the outlet passes off the double teams. So I don't understand how he even got 10 assists out of that. That right there is an accomplishment. To get 10 assists in that kind of a game, that kind of defense. But Harrison Barnes coming up big, 7 for 10. And Paul George, whose offense wasn't that good, and those numbers are misleading. He scored 21 points. That was huge. But to me, it was the defense on SGA late that made the difference. Once we went to that defensive lineup on SGA and put that size on him, kind of like, Scottie Pippen coming to guard Magic Johnson back in the day when Michael Jordan couldn't handle it, you go to a bigger defender. So that's sometimes I'm saying, just put a bigger guy on him who's quick. And he shut all that stuff down. So let's go ahead and take a look here at Chamberlain's highlights here. Look at that. He's looking around where they're coming from. Trying to scan that dang defense. It was one of those outlet passes that they were picking off all night. A nice move by Harrison Barnes. That was sick. Here's Chamberlain. Oh, Harrison Barnes again. There's Chamberlain again, scanning the defense. Finds the guy cutting off the backside. Ruthless rebound. Chamberlain playing again. A double team. Finds his man. Bam. Here's Chamberlain again with a boom. Drop step. Finds George on the weak side. Three-pointer. Another one. Weak side kick out. They rotate it. And you notice how Caruso was rotating right there. He just couldn't get there fast enough. But, man, what a ball game. This was an absolute classic. And this was a big game for Team Chamberlain. We go ahead and take a look here at the team standings. As they just played last night. It was a barn burner. Actually, they had 3 barn burners in a row. They had one against Phoenix. They won by 2 points against Phoenix. Then they won by 2 points against Philadelphia just last night in that game. And now they fly up over here to OKC in a barn burner and barely win this one by 5. But now they got to go on the road to play Dr. J in his house. But that's down the road. Let's take a look here at the standings here. Now with that win, again, remember I said there's a vicious battle going on in the NBA. I mean, this is the Eastern Conference, guys, right here. Matter of fact, for those who are coming in new, I'll go ahead and go to the proper. That way you guys can really see it for your benefit, so it'll make more sense to you. If we go to the Eastern Conference, we can look here at the records, and you can see the games behind right here. with Team Chamberlain up here right now at 28-4. Team Larry Bird at 28-5. We have Team Jordan here at 28-5. You have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's team Kareem at 28-8 at 2 games behind, and now the Chicago Bad Boys who are 2 games behind. So now you're getting some separation now. And as anybody that knows, we're in the month of January now. Usually the December month is where teams separate themselves and you start getting into your position battles for the seeds as the season goes on. Like you have your tops, but basically your tops are battling your tops and your bottoms are battling your bottoms. That's basically how it always has been in the NBA since the beginning of since when George Mikan was playing. It's always been that way. Once you get past December, it's pretty much those position battles play out. Now you see over here, Team Larry Bird, who started the season out 6-5, came roaring back to get in this thing, winning 22 games in a row. They are by far the hottest team in the NBA. It's not even a question. They're holding teams to 93 points per game, the second best defense in the league, behind Team Chamberlain over here, who just gave up some points, 100 and some points to OKC. No shame there. But they're also beating their teams by 15 points per game, along with Team Chamberlain. But as you can see here, the position battle in the Eastern Conference is crazy. Now, as we go to the Western Conference, you see more of the same, but it's much more defined out here. As you can see, Team Showtime, led by 1987 prime Magic Johnson at 27-5, leading the way out here in the Western Conference. They were recently on a 14-game winning streak, but lost the game into I can't recall who it was. I'll go check that for you. As a matter of fact, I'll do it for you right now. Go ahead and check and see who their last loss was against. Their last loss was against Hakeem Olajuwon's Dream. Then they beat the Knicks, and then they'll be playing Larry Bird coming up next. I think that might be the next game. The next marquee game is coming up. It's Bird and Magic coming up, guys. You don't want to miss that one. Bird and Magic's first meeting in the season. But then we go back here to the standings proper, and we take a look here in the Western Conference. We have 2001, Shaquille O'Neal, a.k.a. Team Diesel, from 2001, Prime Shaq, leading his team there. They're 27-7. They're a game behind Showtime. They're on a 3-game winning streak, as we can see right now. Not one of the best scoring teams, but they're a good defensive team because they have a methodical pace. Obviously, when you have Shaquille O'Neal, you're going to be playing a slow-down type of ball game. And you have the Jays here at the number 3 spot at 25-10, who are 3.5 games out. And then you have Kobe Bryant from 2006. By the way, this is Dr. J from 1974 with the New Jersey Nets of the ABA. This is ABA Dr. J in his prime, not the Sixers jersey. Not when he was still great, but he wasn't. Everybody knows Dr. J. His best years were in the ABA. Anybody that knows basketball knows that. Then you have 2006 Kobe Bryant's Mambas down here. They're 4.5 games out. And 1994 Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon's team sitting here at 23-12 and 5.5 games out of first place. So the Western Conference is a lot more defined, whereas the Eastern Conference, it is a game of pick'em. Right now, this can go either way, man. Like from the Chicago Bad Boys to Team Chamberlain, anything can happen here. And here's the thing. Everybody wants to avoid this number 5 spot because you know what happens. The 5 spot goes on the road to play the number 4 team in the playoffs, which means even if you were to beat this team, you'd be more likely facing the number 1 seed in the second round with no home court advantage after most likely going through a 7. Because I think you have to think it's going to go 7 games. The 4 and 5 is going to go 7 games. It's going to go 7. You're not going to you're going to face another legend team. It could be Isaiah Thomas and Kareem. It could be Jordan and Kareem. It could be anything. And you're just not going to go and beat any of those teams in 4 or 5 games. So you can rest assured that anyone that gets here, the chances of you going all the way to the finals is probably going to be nil. So, but with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and take a quick look here at the next game coming up. I do so believe it is Magic Johnson and Bird. I do so believe it is. I believe it is. Nope, it's the Bad Boys. Nope. Bad Boys will be taking on the Magic, and then it will be Hakeem Olajuwon from 94 taking on the Dallas Mavericks. By the way, this is 1985 Isaiah Thomas. This is 85 Isaiah, now not the 80. Everybody who wants to point to the Bad Boys and all that wasn't his best. His best years were the mid-80s when he led the league in assists with Magic Johnson. Yeah, He did that. He out-assisted Magic Johnson for a season. There's only two people I can say that. Isaiah Thomas and John Stockton. That's it. That's the only two dudes I can say that, man. You out-assisted Magic Johnson for a whole season. And Stockton did it twice. So, and then you got Larry Bird and Magic will match up. The hottest team, Team Larry Bird, will put their 22-game win streak on the line as they travel to Las Vegas to face the number one fast-breaking team in the league. They average about what? I think Team Showtime averages like 40 points in fast break a game, guys. It's insane. You guys, if you haven't seen Showtime play, go check out the backlogs, man. That offense is crazy. They are just up and down, up and down, up and down. But with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and get this game set up for you. The Bad Boys and the Magic. And there they go. 1985, Isaiah Thomas in his glory, coming home, actually. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at what their last situation was. And they came off of a pretty dominating performance against the Philadelphia 76ers at home. 2 days off, so they should be fresh for this game. It's an NBA Cup game, too, against the Orlando Magic. This should not be an easy game because, as we all know, Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner and Desmond Bain and Jalen Suggs is a pretty formidable offense. However, the Bad Boys have a extraordinarily big front line. And again, if anyone doesn't know how these teams work, these teams are built with basic rules. Each team is built. Obviously, you have the legend player himself, but we do it through an expansion draft with modern era players, and everybody commits from every NBA team to that draft pool. From that draft pool, each legend team is allowed to draft one player at an 85 overall at the time. Remember, keyword, at the time of the draft. After that, every player after that drafted must be an 80 overall or under at the time of the draft. Now, as we all know, as you play through the season with training modules and chemistry effects and also the way the team plays with their play style, their overalls change because the way you utilize the player affects their overall. So that's why you're seeing the changes here. Like Hardenstein is no longer 80 anymore. He's 82. Zion is going – Zion at the time of the draft was at 83. Playing with Zeke, he's at 86 because we're utilizing Zion because if you remember, I thought that Isaiah Thomas plays best when he has that good low-post wing defender alongside big guys who can step out, set hard screens, and shoot the three, kind of like Brook Lopez, Bill Laimbeer. Let's be honest. Brook Lopez is basically Bill Laimbeer just without the fouls, just without the crazy fouls. He can set hard screens, he can rebound, he can run the floor pretty decently, and he can shoot that three like Laimbeer could. The only thing that Brook Lopez has that Laimbeer didn't have, Brook Lopez is a far better low post player. He's a far better back to the basket player. Laimbeer was not what you would call a great back to the basket player. So, yeah, we'll have that one coming for you guys here in the next 30 to 20 minutes or whatever it may be, and I will see you guys for that one. Hit the like button, subscribe, notification bell, all that jazz, and I will see you as we continue with the continuing coverage of the NBA Legends Modern Era Ultimate Season Showdown. I finally got that title right without stuttering. Thank God. And I'm the one that came up with it. Anyway, guys, I'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching.